Okay, then law and order are seen as restrictions from the new perspective of total freedom. But can we say that a society without law and order is somehow utopic and unrealistic, given the dynamics of this world? What do you say about this?
Oh, that's a fun question. So the thing is that, yes, for those people that need law and order, it's like people that look to the political system. They need someone to tell them what to do. This is just how it is. And so they look to the system to tell them what to do, so that they feel good about themselves and they are obeying the ideas of others. Again, it's the old God idea. But what I'm presenting is about awareness, your real awareness, not just awareness, okay, just being aware, oh, gee, I'm aware of the environment, I'm aware of my life. No, that's your personal awareness, your real awareness. And so as you become aware of your real awareness, like the boys, they don't need laws, they don't need governments, etc. The birds, again, there it is. They don't need it. Do you ever seen any cat that votes, or wants to vote? Does your dog come up to you and say, I want to vote? So again, this is silly stuff that people create. And because people get bored with themselves and others, then they create mischief and havoc and eventually destruction. This is what all the wars are about here. Okay. It's like, this is my land and it's not your land, and whatever it is. And so, so it comes to the point where those that want to control others and may not even be that. So everybody gets together and goes, well, you know what? We can't seem to get along. So let's create a government that restricts us and tells us what to do. Gee, isn't that a great idea? Do you see the birds getting together and doing that? It's like, hey, you birds, you guys are flying all over the place here, There's no pattern to what you're doing. Okay, so we're going to create a bird government, okay, and we're going to tell you where to fly and when to fly. Now, does that make sense, Charles?
Well, then, but I feel that these laws and rules and regulations are because of the depravity that characterizes this level of life now, and people have thrown away the righteousness for its sake. People have forsaken purity and sincerity, and so these laws, I can say, they help those who want to lead a hitch-free life, because some people don't understand that where their freedom ends, another person's space begins. So these laws are maybe to even protect the righteous in society, although they are seen as restrictions here. And I want to think that so far as we are in this world, there will always be these restrictions because of the degeneracy here in this age of the Kal, the last yuga that we are in. So there will always be these kind of situations. The laws to hem in people, to make people not infringe on the rights and freedoms of others. Well, it has an unseen side, which is control, but that is what we have here. Just imagine that there were no restrictions. People were free to do what they want to do, when they want to do anything, I think it will be total mayhem. So what do you say?
Well, again, that's your idea as you finished all that. It will be total mayhem. Okay, so you've considered that, and that sounds like a political speech. But again, you're just trying to be funny. I know you are, Charles, and you're good at it too. Yeah, yes, you are. So, yeah, of course, because what we've seen is what has taken place. You notice those that get up on the podium and say, we need this new law or whatever. It's because, most of the time, much of the time, these are the people that have created all the distortion, and they're going, look, we need laws to stop all this, etc. But again, where does it all start from? Go back, but it's all here and now. It's not hard to see where it all starts from, and it's simply attitudes. But again, there will always be those that want to control others. It's just that simple. And you've got a variety of people here. You've got, when people, again, you just get off the boat, you just get off the plane, and all of a sudden you're in a new life here. And it's almost like, what do I do? All right, so this is where children are looking for instructions. From their parents. And you watch animals in nature, they instruct the individual accordingly, and it's about survival. Well, today it's not so much about survival. It's about this thrill, that thrill, and what can I get? What's my next thrill? This is how things are promoted. So you're in a society now, and all of a sudden you say, well, we'd like to have no laws, but then again, we need laws. Well, each person's going to decide for themselves. And this is where, when you're in a chaos society in an environment like this, where people are wanting to make sense of it, but it really doesn't, there's almost no way to rationalize what's going on. So you almost have to start a new journey and decide within yourself. And at the same time, yes, those people that have made laws and have laws in the societies, respectfully, I see that. I recognize it. I let them be. I don't interfere. It's really that simple. Simply don't interfere. But if you have to interfere, or if you want to buy a piece of land or something, you make the deal. All right, that's what makes sense. You make the deal, or you do whatever. But a generalization is that we need laws. Otherwise, everything will be chaotic. All right. Again, do the birds need laws? And are things chaotic with them? Well, they get in their little spats once in a while, but very, very seldom. I see sometimes this one seagull chasing another, pecking at them because they want the fish that he caught. That happens, and that's momentarily. Okay, so we could get the bird police and arrest them, and then he could sit in a box for a while until he's nice. Okay, so again, yes, that happens, but things have come. We're in a world now, and we've got to, you might say, we've got to see it as it is now. So, it's almost to where people, they need these rules and regulations, because most people do not know what to do with themselves. They have to be told. And even with all the laws and regulations, people are still doing whatever they want. It's shown every day. They're out there driving their car as fast as they want. They're out there robbing and shooting and killing others. The government's doing what it wants. This is all case stuff, etc. So again, now that we're here it is. So I see this too, but what I'm referring to really is the individual's real awareness. And so again, people will take it one-dimensionally in the personal sense. I'm not advocating no laws. I don't hold up signs saying that, we're to have no laws, that would be better for us. I don't advocate any of that. And when I say that, when I write or say that no authorities, well, I'm referring to the real universe as your real awareness. And where each person stands, they stand, either they recognize their real awareness or they don't, or they go with their created consciousness. And that's a choice each person makes. The boys can't, pull people out. They can give them experience, but you as the individual decide how to recognize that experience. You could say, oh, I had this experience with Rebisar, etc. Okay, well, that's cool. So did you recognize what's going on, with that? But it's only a step. It's a step by step by step. And it's not just, oh, gee, I had this experience. And then after a while, it's years ago. Well, I had experiences with Rebisar, etc. I know what that is. Do you? So again, the new nowness is of a particular. The isness life was as it was during Paul's time and before that. Well, now it's new, but most people relate to it according to their mind and the things that have been written and specified accordingly. So, but that's not the isness now. But I'm always referring to the real awareness. But again, most people are going to take it in the personal sense. Well, that personal sense is a choice that each person makes. That becomes the difference. They have to wake up to that. This is where you go through your personal self first, and you're always going through that because you're always here. As long as you have a personal self here, in the physical body and the mind here, which is just simply a receiver. It's not that your brain is smart because you've been educated. No, the brain is a receiver. So again, people have to figure these things out. They have to figure out every little step to where this is where when people look at what we're doing, they go, well, where's the program? Where's the steps? What do I do? Well, that's not it. We're dealing with the whole of life here. So, you like walking along the road, you go see if there's some fruit or flowers to pick or whatever, but there's no guarantee they're going to be there. You got to find them. And so the same with this, what we're presenting. But this is the best of all times for people that take the risk. But according to their personal mind and the experiences they have, well, gee, we seem so far out. But, it's a funny world, Charles. So the law idea, for those people that want it, it's there. You can have whatever you want. You got all kinds of laws and restrictions. And you can see the world loves their restrictions. We're poisoned to the death, near death every day. And people are fine with it. It's like, wow, this is cool. Chemtrails are a good thing. Wi-Fi is great, etc. And they're fine with it. So I'm not going to talk them out of it. So, restrictions are a good thing to these people. But I'm always referring to your real awareness. And that's a big leap to figure that out, more so than any little spiritual path. And gee, I am soul. Yeah. Yeah. So we're on our adventure here, aren't we, Charles?
Yeah, Jen, thank you.